My life is an eclectic mess, and I love having random things that I immerse myself in. Hi, my name is Brandy. Some of my accomplishments include wife, mom, friend, honey lady, entrepreneur, and farm girl. Follow along with me as I discover other things I am passionate about. The first on my list is achieving my private pilot's license. Why? Because why not? My favorite thing in life is proving to myself that I'm a badass. Plus, my husband is a pilot, and we have already managed to take the air coast to coast. In my vlogs, you'll see the journey to discovering more, parts of my real life, and places we travel to. So hit that subscribe button now, and don't forget to like my videos. Hi! I am so glad that you're back here with me this week, and if you are new and this is your first video you are watching, hi. My name's Brandy, and I am so happy to have you. I am now a private pilot. I hold my private pilot certificate, but I have been sharing along with you all this past, 18 weeks now, my journey to get that private pilot license. So as these videos come out, these videos have already been done. I've been creating them in a vault and just slow releasing them. That way I'm not stressed for time to drop it the next day that I video it. I was made aware of it the other week when my mom called me and she was like, "Are you okay?" Well, clearly you're okay because you answered the phone. Well, Mom, that video happened like 2 months ago, but thank you for your concern. So I just wanted to clear that up. So if you watched last week I went to Eureka for the second time on my own. I didn't screw it up. And this week we are doing crosswind landing and takeoff training. We were gonna go up and practice pattern work up in the air, but the wind was real crazy and it was perfect, ideal to get these practices in because you never have the perfect weather for landing or taking off, so it's best to practice, especially when you have somebody in the plane with you to help guide you. So I hope you enjoy this lesson, and don't criticize me too much because, these are student pilot days.
Well, when there's days like this, when the wind is really changing, if you come down and you're coming in far on the runway and you look at the wind, it's kind of moving, if you think that if there's a chance of wind turning and you haven't landed early on the runway, go around. I mean, we can land with a headwind or tailwind.
Right.
We can land with both. It's just that if it comes from the back, we're gonna need a lot more runway, right?
That's why we always try to use all of it.
Yeah.
Instead of like, oh, we only need this much, so we're only gonna land over here.
Yeah. So that's really dumb to do that. It's better to get a habit to land in the beginning, and then you have extra if you need.
And I always try to land right at the beginning. So sometimes then I feel like I'm way too high if I don't get it right at the beginning. But the one when I came in here, I was at a low approach for a longer time.
Yeah.
So, but I feel like with each one, there's something I'm learning.
Good.
And it's not unsafe.
That's good. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Kitty cat went across the taxi into the tall grass.
Oh boy.
Kalispell City says a 23 X-ray at runway 31 for a closed traffic. Kalispell City. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
I don't hear. When we get out there and take off, if we have an engine failure or anything and need to land under 1,000 feet, we are going to land straight forward over to the left because we already know where we're going to land on this one. And above 1,000, I'm going to turn around and land straight back here at the airport, even if we have a tailwind.
All right.
And let's see. We are going to look at this first before I go out there.
So the wind is coming.
So
like
we're going to turn
so
this.
turn like that. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Still don't see, and I don't hear. So it pushed us this way, so it's going to push us this way towards the runway. Well, I mean, it should, because it should be a headwind, right? but it pushed us wonky that
it
way.
did push us. But let's see, what does it look like now? Now,
oh, it is.
Well, now it kind of looks like it's favoring 1-3 again.
Right, and then it's gonna switch on you.
Yeah.
See, there you go. Ready? I bet you no matter what, it's this side, even though the guy.
Yeah.
Should we continue?
Yeah, but we're gonna see when we come on final. That's when we make a decision. If
all right.
On final we see that it's changing, then we're just gonna
okay, go around.
Go around, yeah.
Okay, so we're pulled back. Oop, that was not 15. Okay, 1500, maintain 70, white arc.
And we're only gonna do 20 flaps when we
Okay.
have this much crosswind.
20%.
And you don't wanna go below. You know, make sure you keep that 70 knots.
Kalispell City, Cessna 23 X-ray, turning for left base for 31, Kalispell. Yeah, it is a bit bumpy, isn't it? This is a long one I did. We're a little fast.
So when it's bumpy, you want to make sure you're not getting too low either, right? Because if you get a bump,
oh yeah,
then you can bump down.
20% flaps. Maintain 70. We're only doing 20.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh. Good job. It looks good right now. It looks like a right crosswind now too.
Like when we took off.
Yep.
All right.
So now I start pushing, right? So now you're gonna have to start turning a little bit there. We're gonna keep a little bit side angle like that, and then we're gonna kick the right rudder to straighten out at the end. Pull all the power now.
Power's out.
Yep. There. There you go. There. A little bit of there. Perfect. And turn into the wind. There you go. And keep turning into the wind on the runway. Nice. Good. Nice. Yay. Yay.
Okay, tell me on the flaps, why did we do only 20%?
Okay, so when there's a lot of crosswinds, we don't want to put on too much flaps because it's going to grab us and could, push us. So when there's a lot of crosswind, you stay with about 20 flaps because otherwise it could potentially take you off the runway.
I don't know why. Come on.
There you go.
And see, it looks like it's favoring 1-3 now.
Yeah.
Again.
Yep.
I think it's teasing us today.
Yep.
Well, we're going to do and check it on final, like you said. And on final, if we're good to go, we'll land. If not, we're going to do a go around.
Yep.
And we're only going to do 20% flaps.
Yep.
Okay. And checking windsock. Looks like crosswind.
Yep.
Okay. Pulling power a tiny bit, but not much. Okay. And turned into the wind.
Good job.
And trying to maintain center line, but we're a little off, so...
Then you turn more, so you overcorrect a little bit to get back on, and then you loosen up your bank a little bit. There you go.
Going slow, so I'm going to speed a tiny bit. Nose down. Okay, we're going to make sure that we turn on the right rudder after we get down.
There you go.
Okay, power's out.
Yep.
Okay,
right
little
now,
high.
Wind is favoring us right now, so we're still good.
Okay. Oop. Okay, ground effect.
There you go, and right rudder at the end, and turn into the wind, and land. There you go, and now you keep turning into the wind. There you go, perfect.
Okay.
Nicely done.
And then we're going to slow down faster this time so we can manage this one.
Yeah. Good job!
Yay!
Good, you're doing great. That's what I'm talking about. And this is harder to land in. If it's a constant crosswind, it's easier to land. This is harder because it's moving, so we don't know, right? So you're coming in and you're holding a wind correction, and then that's good for time, and then maybe it changes, so now it's not good, and so it's like a constant battle, right? If you have a constant crosswind, even if it's really strong, you can just, fly the airplane in and just hold that angle and just get it in there. So this is a really, really good practice right now because it's moving around and it makes you think and look and, you know, what should I do? I'm still good. Should I do a go around? And you see, it's like, you know, 50-50. It's changing the whole time, right? So we can do a go around, but we might not be able to land, you know.
We'll just practice go arounds all night.
So, and if you have a weather like, and sometimes, you know, sometimes there's airport, you have to land with the wind in your back. And if that's the case, you just got to make sure that you put it down in the end of the runway so you can use as much runway as possible to...
And 20% flaps.
Yeah.
Okay.
20% flaps is crosswind. If you have a lot of wind, you can have full flaps. But if it's crosswind, then you only want to have 20.
Well, I did not fail at any of my landings. There was a couple that were bumpy, but they were still safe. While we were in the pattern, there was, you know, that little bit of a turbulence where the wind, the updraft pulls you up and you bounce down. So part of that wind, crosswind, you know, headwind, tailwind. So it, you know, definitely is not like a perfect smooth day, which is great because you want to be able to go up and you want to go up with somebody so you feel comfortable in the plane executing all these different things. But we did well. Charlotta, I love her confidence in me. I love her excitement. You know, as a student pilot, that excitement, that just makes you excited, right? I don't know, what's a better word for that? But that was it for today. So we just stayed at the airport and practiced every time. It was different because that wind, it definitely was like, should I go 3-1 or 1-3? But we had that ultimate call at the final. If that wind direction did change, we could do a go around, you know, just give it power and do a go around. I'm glad you stuck with me through this. Come back next week. Next week is going to be an amazing one. It's my long cross country. So I have a couple different dates scheduled already. So Charlotta gave me a couple dates in the calendar because there's going to be issues with weather. There's going to be issues with other things that I'll have to cancel or, you know, just modify it. So we wanted to make sure, because as I'm getting all these things checked off, I am trying to continue towards that check ride and getting that private pilot license. So there's a couple scheduled in the books for my cross country. I am going to be doing from Kalispell up to Eureka, Eureka down to Ronan, and Ronan back to Kalispell. And that is my long cross country. I'll see you next week.